Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Florida Gators and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Well, guys, Florida at Auburn is going to be a really interesting matchup right now. Florida, as you know, has had the toughest schedule in the country for the last couple of years, and this year is no exception. Not only is Auburn always a tough place to play, but they have got a gauntlet coming up. 3 teams on the schedule who were in the college football playoff last year. This is going to be an important, crucial stretch for this new Florida staff and team. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Started. Coming out with it, it's Abrams. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. How about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Jones wants to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stop for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give the extra yards after the catch.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Gets it to the back. Thrust that arm out. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a give the ball. Got enough for the first. There's some room. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Gators have their offense in high gear. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense, but through the air, like not on the ground right now. They're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage, and right now, it's all through the air.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Pulls and fires complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
On fourth down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a cheap shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They give it to him again. Just ran him over. Touchdown, Florida! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on fourth down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach, taking those risks. But when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the fourth down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finish with this drive together. You're right. Circle that fourth down. That was a big one.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
And that's the start you need on offense, right? The opening drive of the game, your defense allows a touchdown, so you got to come out firing, and it's good news to see the quarterback dialed in. Good read, good timing, accurate throw. It's a big-time completion, but still work to be done. This offense obviously would like to answer that touchdown with one of their own.
Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Got a man, it's Johnson. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Quarterback making checks. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Powers through the defender. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. All kinds of room to the right. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gators. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
Lining up for the PAT. Oh, and they blocked it. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got him. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Johnson. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down. running inside. It's Cobb. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Auburn!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Baugh. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, putting them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Makes it past the marker. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, and the running game making its presence felt. That Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really, really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it again. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Gators want to move quickly. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Dumps it to the back. He's got it, and more than enough for a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Handoff for Ball. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Jones to throw. He makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Flips it out on the screen. There he goes. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, all signs looking real positive for this offense here. This drive looks a little bit different, though, than the last one, right? The last one was just a couple of plays, big plays, and a touchdown. This one, they're being a little bit more methodical. But when you convert 3rd downs, you stay on the field. This offense, they can do it a lot of different ways. They can hurt you with their matchups. They can play at different tempos. This has looked really good.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. Defense comes up with a huge stop and maybe forcing them into a field goal attempt. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Never a doubt. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Singleton.
And after that long completion for their first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Brown wants to pass. Here's the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Auburn calls it second of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. He hurls one deep down the left side. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's not afraid to go deep. Goes high to pull it in. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Ben, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the number 5 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's Ole Miss sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course. So how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Brown will throw it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the 3rd quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here now early in their first possession in the 3rd quarter. They're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
Looking left. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Jones wants to throw it. They've got the screen set up. Breaks into the open. Got enough space. Touchdown, Gators. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Snaps it in the shotgun. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover.
Number 38, set to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Brown wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Got his man on the right. Auburn lines up quickly. Second down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Got it. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Makes the catch, and he's free. He's at the 10. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed, takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here's Jaden one more time. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Jones to throw. Trying to set up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind.
Could be an alley. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
He's brought down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And the Gators are flying down the field. Motion from the wideout. The run inside. It's ball. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's ball. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. That probably looked way better on the play sheet than it did on the field. The screen gets nothing.
Yeah, it didn't look good on the field, that's for dang sure. You know, you got to invite those guys up the field and kind of sell that you're going to throw the ball deep on the screen. They didn't sell it real well. Defense did not bite at all. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, nowhere to go.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Dumps it off in the flats. Touchdown, Florida! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Brown will throw it. The short hands. It's Cobb. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patters. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Finds his tight end. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. This time he wants to throw. It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Rush is on him. Myers on the move. Caught over the middle. It's Singleton. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Brown wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for space. It's Cobb. Maybe some room here. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Going to the run. It's Cobb. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Under fire. Trying to buy time. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached a break. It's Florida with the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Loss of 2. It's now 2nd and goal.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Making side adjustments here. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pressure coming. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you can tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
They desperately need to get the score here on 3rd and goal to have any time. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. The Tigers are back on top. And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. A little screen to the running back. Shakes off the defender. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
And we've seen this offense, man, that they've featured the running game, and he's done a good job of making plays, breaking tackles, being a big part of it. Now, what do? Try to slide this in and make it look like a little bit of run, slow down those linemen that go upfield really fast, slip it to him, try to make a big play. But to me, it's more about just trying to give this guy the ball in space so he can do more damage.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. Here's a get the ball. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. There's a little room there. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off.
They've got a first down here. Want to start its bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Running right at the ball. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Jones wants to throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Hauls it in. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and take it back. And he'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Motion from the wide receiver. Brown will throw it. Looking downfield. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the fourth down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Jump the gun just a bit and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got his man downfield. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Well, they haven't called his number too much tonight, but that time coming up with a huge play down the field for this offense.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Gonna look downfield again. He's taking the deep shot. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Firing to the right, complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Good execution by this offense. Now we need to rush, but not be in a hurry. Still got some time left. Got to move the football a long way down the field, though.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Brown wants to pass. Moving out to the right. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
They'll go empty. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Working that left side now. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Auburn calls it 2nd of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Objective 1, get the 1st down, stop the clock. Nice job. Now get up to the line quickly, try to save it.
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. And the fumble goes out of bounds. They'll maintain possession, actually picked up yardage on the play.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, I take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Here comes the heat. He gets away. Lets it go to the end zone. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And this hometown crowd is going absolutely crazy. The touchdown ties it up. No time on the clock. They need a 2-point conversion to send it to overtime. No doubt this team right now is feeding off of the energy of the home crowd.
Triple zeros on the clock. A 2-point conversion is all that separates us from overtime.
Here we go. Ready. Win.
Brown will throw it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And what a way for this defense to end it. A pick as time runs out. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.